Welcome back to Homestead. Avery, Ryan, and I were trying to think about supper tomorrow. And we're like, hey, he's been watching Garfield a lot. We want lasagna. And we decided, you know, we don't have any ricotta cheese, but what we do have is an incredible abundance of goat milk. So we decided to
make it.
That's right. So we're going to show you a really quick and super easy ricotta recipe that you can do at home super quick. And we'll walk you through the ingredients, how we do it, and then eventually we'll have a lasagna. And yeah, let's get started. Go. Before we get started, I want to show you guys the ingredients we're going to use. A lot of this, of course, you'll have on hand. Kiddos, what do we have? What do we need?
What is this again?
We need
apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar.
Pure baking soda.
Yeah, I gotta make sure it's pure.
Yeah.
And then, what's this?
Milk.
Goat milk, that's right.
Organic sweet cream, unsalted butter.
Unsalted butter. You'll need a measuring cup as well as cheesecloth, a colander lined with cheesecloth. Yes, cheese.
I don't know what cheesecloth
And then
is.
also one of the instant temperature readers, because we do have to have, we do have to have the milk at a certain temperature. So, you know, we'll put the actual measurements in the video, but right now we just kind of wanted to show you how simple and very few ingredients that we need to use.
Stop! This video is not this funny.
So we went ahead and started warming up our milk. It does have to reach 195 before we start anything else. So we went ahead, since we're gonna actually make a double batch, and since we have so much goat milk, we've got 2 gallons of milk going right now. And again, this is where your instant thermometer is gonna come into play. Go ahead and measure it here. See what we're up to now.
Alrighty.
Press the
It's on.
Button.
Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Again, we're looking for 195. You want to not boil your milk, or otherwise you're going to get a very cooked flavor. I haven't done that yet, so I'm not sure what a cooked flavor is, but it sounds offensive, so we don't want that. So we're going to wait, and once we reach 195, that's when we're going to start adding in our apple cider vinegar. So I'll get that poured out, show you the measurements on the screen, and then we're just going to slowly add it. And what that does is it curdles the milk, and that's basically how you make ricotta, is you just basically have curdled milk. Yummy. And anyway, we'll get started with that, and then we'll eventually be putting it into our cheesecloth lined colander. But right now we're just going to wait.
The longest time ever.
The longest time ever. Slowly.
I'm trying.
Tell me when to start. Oh, go ahead and see what our temperature is.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we're looking for 195. Not really sure why that's such a magical number. Maybe because it's just up to boiling.
It's building up.
And you chemistry people don't judge me. I don't know what.
117, 116.
Okay, so we've still got a little bit more time. What we'll go ahead and do is melt our butter. So we need 6 tablespoons of butter. This goes in after we scoop out the curds and we drain it, and then. But we'll go ahead and get this done. That way it saves us the stuff, saves us some time, because it is really late at night, and we decided at 10 o'clock to do this. So we're going to try to start saving some time if you don't have to hold that in there.
What should I do?
You can just set it over here. But we'll get that taken care of, and once we get up to 195, that's when we'll start putting in our vinegar and getting things going. So.
The longest wait ever has occurred.
That's right. But we are getting super close to our 195 mark, where, you know, again, we don't want it to go over. So we're watching it pretty close. We also, slight adjustment, I do not know how to add / convert into gallons. So this is actually just 1 gallon, not 2. So anyway, don't judge. But, so now we have cut our apple cider vinegar back to 1/4 cup. So, yeah. We're going to start, once this reaches 195, which right now we're at 190, we're going to have Avery or Ryan start slowly pouring this in, and you just want to put it in, you know, very super slowly, and just keep stirring. And what you're looking for is the separation from the curds in the whey. Oh, Miss Muffin, yay. I need to turn this down. because you don't want it to go over. Awesome. All right, so go ahead and start slowly pouring it in. I will stir.
Is this good?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
good.
looks good. Yep. And just you're slowly pouring it in, also stirring, and hopefully I'm not
Keep going in.
over baking this or
What's it?
overheating it.
What's your temperature?
That's what I'm checking. Ah, let's move it off the heat. How about that? Hey, get back so I don't burn you.
Okay.
Okay, so Matthew, you can probably get in here closer. You guys can already start to see it's curdling. And there's going to be a separation. So you see how it's starting to get clear. Ave, go ahead. We need more stuff. So we'll keep doing that. Turn off the burner so it don't burn off my face. And awesome. Good job. Okay, so we're going to let this kind of stir and curdle, and then we're going to take just a regular slotted spoon thing, and we're going to take this and ladle it out into the colander. So, I mean, you can see a really nice separation. If your if your milk is still looking milky, so if this area is still, still really white, then you can increase your temperature to up to 205. And I don't know why, but it's just what I read on the recipe. So that will help increase the curdling and make sure you get all of your curds. So we'll go ahead and we'll let that sit for a minute, and then we'll get over here in the sink and we will start ladling it over and get our ricotta going. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to kind of set and do its thing, this is the book that I've been using. What that was. This is the book I've been using. It's Home Cheese Making, Ricky Carroll. It's great. It's got its own section for goat milk. And that's where I did get, you see I've used it quite a bit, this whole goat's milk ricotta. Super, super simple. I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm not a good cook. So anyway, I've used this so far. I've also made feta cheese. And once I get my salting down, it's going to be fantastic. However, as Brittany and the girls at work can vouch, the last batch was a little too salty to even try. So I've done feta. I've done, what else have I done? I've actually got a soft cheese going right now. It's just called soft goat cheese. But this is when you kind of get into the mesophilic starters and stuff. And also the liquid rennet. But this is day 1 of its draining. So it's supposed to drain at least 1 more day, but it's going to turn into a soft cheese that you can spread on stuff, and it's goat cheese, so it's good. And thus far, it's got a really good flavor, even without me adding a ton of salt to it. So anyway, I'm starting out in cheese making, so again, if I can do this kind of stuff, anybody can. And it's kind of nice because you can just use the stuff you have on hand. So I'm like a super, super cheap person. So when I can take stuff that I have and I don't have to go out and buy a big container of ricotta, I'm all about it. So anyway, this is starting to look good. I'm going to get the kids over here and we will start ladling over the curds. You got it? I think that'll be good. I don't know. Where is my slotted spoon? Somebody nab my slotted spoon. My money's on Pat,
Is it
too.
big?
She's asleep, so she can't defend herself. But again, my money's on her. Yeah, I have no idea where it is. So I'm gonna hope that this is thin enough. But Ave, go ahead and get us started. No, that's not. It's gotta have holes in it. But just very gently ladle it over here. If you drop any in the sink, you're grounded for a month. Okay. So we all know. But there you go. Yeah. Go ahead and drop it down in there and get to rest.
Alrighty. Trying to be extra careful with this. Super excited. It smells really good though. I really want to take
have turned into Garfield. How much? Half a teaspoon.
I was like, right, wait, no. It's not like lasagna. It's just gonna
Is it coming up?
lasagna.
Ooh, cool. Good job. Keep it
Oh,
going.
can I try to fit?
Yes. What? Let Ryan have a turn.
Alright,
Ryan, you're gonna have to get down to the bottom and get.
Does the same consequence go for her?
Good job, Tiz. So we're getting close to getting all the curds out. And after that, we will be adding in our butter and our baking soda. So I use the unsalted butter, and I do try to use everything organic because, you know, I feel like well, never mind. I'm not even going to go into that. But I do try to use organic with everything, like the apple cider vinegar and the butter. And of course, our goat milk is homegrown. All right, I think we're good. Good job. Okay, so we have all the curds. We actually saved away and are going to give that to our pigs. That way nothing goes to waste. So we went ahead and did that. And right now I'm kind of making a little knapsack, little hobo knapsack. That way we can let this drain. It has to drain just for a minute, which is a lot different than the other cheeses I've been trying to make, which drain for like 18 hours. So all I did was just knotted that up a little bit, got a wooden spoon and just set it across here. That way it's got a little bit of, I guess, elevation. Need to tie it a little tighter. And then once this drains for a minute, then we are going to add in our baking soda and our butter. And then we're gonna be done. So we're super close. We've got our measuring spoons and our baking soda ready. Also, because of my 2-gallon snafu, I did melt 6 tablespoons of butter instead of 3. So we're gonna actually have to measure those out. Only me. Has it been a minute yet? Has it been a minute
It's
that?
been like 20 seconds.
That Ryan, can you count to 20?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Normally she says 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100.
That's
Clever.
right.
I think that was from Miss Bev.
No, she got me.
From you. I don't know about that. Okay, so I think we're good here. Go ahead and get our container ready, Gabe.
Ready.
Awesome. Now, you measure out 3 tablespoons of butter. Ryan, you'll do the baking soda.
Alright, there's 1 tablespoon. What do you want me to do?
Okay, you gotta make it full. That's not a full tablespoon. Lean it this way. Okay, hang on. Nope. There you go. See how it's full? You need full.
1 big full. Okay.
Tilt it over a little bit.
Not full.
Not full. All right. For the sake of time, since I am ready for bed. 2 and 1 more. 3, and I think we chipped a little bit. There we go. Okay, we'll set that over right off. You can throw that away. Ryan, get up here and get us half a teaspoon of baking soda and pour that in for us, please. Good job.
It would be really fun. That was fun.
Okay. So now we are going to unwrap our little knapsack and put this in with our little mixture. And then we're just gonna mix it all up and we're done. All right. Ooh. What?
I thought you were going to say something.
No. Just right now, we're gonna mix it together, and then we're gonna give it the old
Switcheroo.
yeah, the old switcheroo. Then we're gonna give it a good fashioned try.
And then I can
But yeah, you don't really want to like totally break up all your curds. Just because I'm really proud of these curds, and I don't want them to disintegrate. But now, looking good. So, kiddos, you want to give it a try?
Yes.
Me.
All right.
Me.
Looks like popcorn.
Have at it.
Oh.
Y'all split it.
Oh, I thought you meant like stir it. Okay.
Okay. Is it hot or is it bad? Okay. Ladle, take a lesson from both. All right. What's it taste like? Is it good?
I love it.
Okay. So now we have our ricotta cheese for our lasagna tomorrow. And we'll try using our own, like our guinea hog sausage. And, you know, my mom, she grows all the basil and all the different herbs and stuff we need. So aside from like making our own noodles, it's pretty much something that, you know, we can have homegrown ingredients throughout the whole thing of lasagna. So pretty exciting. But thank you guys for watching. We'll put in the recipe and, you know, let us know if you have any questions.
Bye
I'll say bye.
Bye.
Here, my friends, is the result. As you can see, pieces are already missing. But we've got our ricotta, we've got one of our eggs in it, we've got our guinea hog sausage, my mom's parsley. Is it parsley or basil? One of those two. And then organic everything else. So we're gonna work on putting this away.